it is time, ladies and gentlemen, where I finally move over to the new server. I'm going to be going over to a hard PvE server, and in this video I am literally going to show you the cost of everything. And when I mean everything that I've got, obviously there might be little items that I can't show the exact cost for to move it over to the new server, but in this video I'm literally going to click on every item and show you exactly how much it costs to move it over, so you have a better understanding when your time comes to move over to your new server when you reach the final phase to do so. And I'm also going to show you something that I will say was shouted out to me by someone over in the YouTube comments. So massive shout out to Proto T7K. He said, before you move servers, reset all memetics to refund your energy links. Once you save your home blueprint, deconstruct all structures except your storage containers. The energy link and materials can be converted into astral sand. So, as he said, everything can be converted into astral sand. Obviously, you do everything except your storage containers because you keep your storage containers. So the first thing I need to do is go over and go ahead and move my storage containers. I'll just move them down to the front because obviously from up here I can't move them. So just do it just so I'll just put them down there because I don't need to remove every single foundation. Just do what you've got to do. Get your storage containers into a foundation block that you're not too bothered about, obviously, deleting. That's not really going to give you much benefit for deleting it. And then you want to basically delete it so you get all their materials, and then also it gives you more energy links to do that. I'm going to come back to you in a moment once I've moved all my storage. Just on a side note, if you do want to see this house, there was a video made a couple of days ago about this property and showing you the ways of making it. So if you do like it and you want to make it yourself, then make sure you go over to that video so you can go ahead and make it for yourself. Also, what else is recommended for you to do once you've got all your storage containers in a place that you are not going to delete, then make sure you go up to, for instance, your deviants or wherever you've got your deviants placed, and make sure you withdraw them from the containers. This is just to make sure that you don't get hit by any things that you don't want to really be hit by. My animals, I don't know what's going to happen with them, but we're obviously soon going to find out because I'm about to transfer. I'm going to go ahead and start deleting my property. It's really upset to see it go, but yet again I have saved the blueprint. So there we go. I've basically deleted everything in my base. It's very sad to see it all go and obviously not be there. The poor bear is left stranded like a polar bear on an iceberg. But we're now going to exit and head over to the new server. Wait, what's this notification? It's probably going to say, you do not need to leave your base. The new server is available. Go to the new server. Here we go. Yes, once you move to the new server, you will not be able to return. Confirm and proceed. I'm going to make sure it is the right one. Before I do that, new server is open. Let me go down to server 2 and let me go to this one. And then let me click start new season. Once you move to the new server, you'll not be able to return. Confirm to proceed. By the way, I'm going to PVE01-X0005 because there's no other hard PvE servers open right now. That's going to be the one I go to. It is actually full, but let me know in the comments down below if you want to join. Join the Discord and I'll be able to invite you over as well. Oh, I have to get rid of my memetics. My bad. Let me just reset. Let me reset everything here. Okay, that's literally everything deleted. There's my remaining money. Right, here we go. Back on the road again. Let's flip and go. Start new season. Let's move. We are moving over. Let's look at the price of absolutely everything. I don't know how we're going to start. I believe you just drop into the world, which is going to be pretty absurd to see. But it's going to be cool. Nevertheless, I can't wait to do this. I've been so hyped to do this, but I did my purify before I moved over. Disciplined enough. I really wanted to do this yesterday, but I weren't going to do it until I done my purification. So Proto T7K, thank you so much for that comment over on YouTube. If you've got any interesting tips as well, please share them. A new scenario is open, ends in 66 days and 9 hours. The sky was shrouded in gloom, so we know about this. It's obviously the same as before, but obviously it's hard. We can see the mist of mirage, and we've got all of these chapters that we complete, and then obviously we get Starcrom for them. That was what we did, but it says that they've checked off in phase 5, so I'm not too sure what's happening there. As we can see here, we get a load of new Starcroms for doing it, and we've got to redo everything again. It looks like maybe it's not going to be the same. Seasonal shops are the same. We still get obviously the mana boost, so if you didn't get it, at least you can get it again. I can actually get these and there's going to be more Starcrom crates. And the furniture for phase 1 is still in here, which is pretty cool because I was wondering if I was going to miss out on that. So I'm not going to miss out on that. That is nice to see. Right, let's go to mail. What does this say? Seasonal rotation deviation withdrawal reminder. Dear server, your season is coming to an end. Please don't forget deviations secured within your friend's territory. If you still need it, well, I can't withdraw it even if it is in my friends. But yeah, no attachments to claim. Let's back. Let's go somewhere. Where on earth can we go? What is unlocked to us? Wait. So we need to actually see what is unlocked in this server for us, because I'm not too sure. Let me make sure I get my top off and just make my character look alright. Oh, task mode. Okay, simplified, complete. A more... Yep, we already know how to do that. Simplified and more streamlined experience with only essential task guidance for metas who want to spread their wings, and then complete an experience task in full and unchanged for metas. I just want the simple version. I want everything to be simplified because obviously we've already done this. Moving into the next season, then great. It's something I would consider, but right now I'm not. Regardless, that's not what we're here for. What we're here for is to be able to show you what everything costs to transport it. So if I press G on the vault, does that show anything? No, it does not show absolutely anything. So if we go to items, here we go. Season settlement. The world is in rubbles. Resources from the original Caesar server have been inherited and placed into Spacetime backpack. As we can see, there's a Starcrom, Christogen, energy links converted into astral sand, Mitsuko marks, silver keys from the battle pass, tools, combat, materials, consumables, ammo, armor, guns, and obviously the deviations. And then here we got resources destroyed. Okay, so this shows us the stuff that has been destroyed or has been destroyed from me. Steroids, okay, no problem. Lithium crystals, that's absolutely fine. Obviously my jump booster and that, my mask, my all of my black felt oils things, my fragments, my maps. That is not too bad. Some of these things were really annoying me anyway, like this in my inventory. I wanted to get rid of it anyway. So I'm not too bothered with what actually got destroyed. Now, if I do this, items from past seasons can be transferred for use in the current season. So if we click on this, we can now see what can be transferred over. So if I click on water, for instance, items from the past seasons can be extracted for use in the current season. So, transfer from backpack. Right, this is where we can see the price of absolutely everything to come over. Obviously, we're in tools. Then we got that and that, and that. I'm going to go to the start, and we're going to look at this together. Right, so let's look at animals. As we can see there, I believe that is livestock, which costs you 300. So we don't even need to select it. It shows us directly underneath that. So is all animals the same? I've got different grades. I've got grade Bs and grade As, as we can see right there. Yes, everything to do with livestock cost us 300 to extract. Okay, when it comes to axes, they are 1,000 for steel, 1,500 for an alloy. Then I've got the advanced electric rock drill, which is going to cost me 3,000, which I am going to transfer. And then I've got an advanced chainsaw, a login chainsaw, which cost me 2,500. Now, a login chainsaw itself is only 2,000. The fishing rod's going to cost me 200. I don't know whether to get that from the start. They're pretty easy to craft, so there's no point in me doing that. If we look at ammo and we look at each bullet, I'm not too sure what that's going to cost. If we can just deposit one, let's say, and press confirm, what is that taking it down to? It's 20 per bullet. That is a joke. If we do 1,000 bullets, that would literally, you can't even do 1,000 bullets. So there's no point whatsoever to transfer bullets. Can we eat? How much does one of these bullets cost? They only cost 30. Okay, that's not so bad. Right, but regardless, you're not going to want to do that. You got the adrenaline shots, which cost me 1,000. We've got the smoke bombs, which cost per unit. We can see right there it's taken us down 700 for one of them. That's crazy. A dagger, we can craft them straight away, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to just do it so we can see everything. It's 20 as well. It classes ammunition. We got the Staroid resonators. If we just do one, what does that cost? 500. All right, so I can't see what the cost is there. The 5 would be 2,500. Right, okay, so we can actually see at the top. Portable MG turrets, 900. Ammunition yet again is 20. 150 for a smart sniper rifle. 4 for an LMG. Wait, it can't be 4. It is 4. It's 4 for an LMG round. That's not too bad. Then we have got arrows, which are steel arrows. Steel arrows cost you 20 as well. 200 for a Molotov of a green grade, 300 for a Molotov of blue grade, Space Twister 500, grenades 400 for greens, 1,000 for blues, 1,200 for purple, 400 for green, yet again 1,000 for a blue. All right, it's yet the same. So explosives all cost the same now. And portable fuel is going to cost you 10 per one, which is not bad, and 100 for one barreled premium fuel. So what would I say is worth it? I don't think any of them are worth it anyway, because in this area everything's very, very cheap. And now if we look at blueprints, I'm just going to scroll through a couple. They're all 1,000 each, so that's very easy. If you want a whisper, it's only 10. Now coming over to consumables, Yellow Lotus 10, peppercorn will cost you 10 as well. Then we've got, for instance, masalas 10. We've got 20 for butter, so some blues are 20. Fishes can cost you up to 50. Food for your pets only 60, so that's not too bad. You've got your large yellow shish lid, which I'm actually going to get some more of these anyway. I like the fishing in the game, so I'm quite happy to go and collect them again. Otherwise, I would send them over, but I've got nowhere to put them, so they're probably going to die. Because I don't have a fish tank right away. I don't know if you do get one right away. 100 seawater is 1,000. 100 dirty water is 1,000. Is it 1? No, it's 100. Sorry. Wait. Let me. Yeah, it's 100. That's okay. So it's one per bottle. Sorry. And then we've got the sugars 10. Salt is 5. Then we've got Hawthorn, which is 10. Deviated foods look like they're all going to cost 80. Actual tin foods are 200 each. Not too bad, you know, for food and drink. Like my whimsical drinks, 300. That's pretty darn good. But they do have durabilities on them. Do I think it's worth it for the durability? Probably not. I can get some sanity gums over here, which we don't really need. But you can go, oh, we might actually need them now we're in hard. Then we've got our hydrations, which are 2 for a boiled water. And then obviously we've got our drinks again. I don't know whether to bring any legendary stuff over. No, we're going to pass on that. Water. Then I've got my ice cubes, which are 5 per ice cube. There's no point in having them. I've got my canned seafood in oil, which I actually got from the event, which you can see yield a bonus for my strike on mining or logging, which might be really good if I get gold or silver ingots as a mimetic. That might be pretty darn good to actually do. I don't know whether it's worth it. Those transfer it for 200. Look, I put it over there just in case, and we can think about it, and we can remove stuff at the end if needed. And then you've got your medicals, as you can see, spoiled foods 1, activators 200, green activators 400, and orange 800. You got your baits, which are 1, 3, and then 20 for my crankbait. Spring legs is 500, featherweights 500. So your actual potions here 500, which is surprising that I'm allowed this, because obviously, as we know, oh no, sorry, it's deviant, so it doesn't really matter. That's all right. Okay, fair enough. And then we go over to materials. So fertilizer yield, which is 20. Our seeds are 10 each. So if you've got any really hard to get seeds, or you want them from the start, that's completely up to you. You can go ahead and do that. I don't know whether to bring my bear over and bring over my hunting bunny deviant, just so I've always got food for my bear, and then I've always got canned food, for instance, just so I can always eat, because I do know that obviously you're always going to be dry. So you can get whatever seeds you want. If there's any seeds that you find are really hard from the last season, then make sure you bring them over, because they're all 10 each. Controllers you can bring, and they're only 20 each, so I'm actually going to bring my remaining controllers. Pretty handy to have, especially at the beginning of the season. Fertilizer 10 each, acid 10 each. That's not bad. Acid's costing you 10 each, but I'm not going to get it. Acid's still quite easy to come by, or is it? It might actually be hard to come by. Charcoal's free, and I've still got the effect there that you can see of the charcoal, which is pretty cool. Sulfur, I've got the electronic parts, which are 5 each. It's not bad. Detoxin 25, polydetoxin, and refined detoxin. I've got storage batteries, which are 500 each. Yet again, that's still pretty good price. Logs 1 each. We don't really need that, because I've got my saw and that. I've got my copper ore, my tin ore, which are both 3 each. 3 for iron ore, 5 for aluminium ore. But aluminium ore, yet again, and tungsten ore, I'm going to need acid, so it's probably not worth it, and I'm probably best off going down the route of like iron ore to get steel right from the start. If I was to move that over, that's not actually going to cost that much. 3,000 is pretty good for 1,000 iron ore, especially I don't know if we can get iron at the start, so we can take a digiboy over. I've got silver ore, which is going to cost me 20 each. And I've got gold ore, which also is going to cost 50 each. I've got stardust ore, which is going to cost 20 each. So if you've actually got stardust, that's pretty good to have. Hide, 10 each. We do know, do we need to craft armor at the start of the game? Hide might be really good to have. 50 each for silver. So I can't really take much silver over. I can take plenty of hide, but I might actually take some hide. Or I might just, like I said, bring my deviant over, which is only going to cost me 800, whereas that's going to cost me so much more, and I might as well just bring my deviant, my hunting bunny, so it can go and do that for me. Eclipse Cortex level 1's 10, level 2 30, and level 3 90. So I could bring them all over, or I could bring just over 40, so I'm guaranteed to do a level 3 this week. My voice just changed. I'm going to fix it right now. Okay, so there's my 40, because I still want to be able to get myself 4,000 Starcrom this week. Then I've got my copper ingots 20. I got my bronze ingots 40. My steel ingots 50. Yet again, more aluminium 60. Tungsten 80. So you couldn't really move much of them. I've got my beryllium crystals 100. My metal scraps 5,000. Or 5, sorry. So they're not expensive to bring over. You could bring over 100 of each. At least you've got it, because I remember early game you needed a lot of this to be able to craft, obviously, clothing. Then I've got my gravel, which costs 1,000. I don't have to bring it all at once. I can bring bit by bit. These points just stay where they are. So if I want this and then I go, oh, I want that, and then I can go and get that. Iridium crystals 200. Adhesive 5. Then I've got my rubber 5. Rubber's pretty good to have as well, especially early game for crafting stuff. Gunpowder 50, quite interesting. Glass 10. Sintrid bricks only 20. So if I want to do a base defense, that might be good, because I might be able to get to stone in the first phase. We'll hold on to that, but how much can I actually bring over? 500 from the 10,000 pot. Well, these are ones that I'm definitely going to want. And then I got platinum crystals 250. And then I've got my shabby fabrics that are 5. Then I've got my cottons 5, my carbon fibers 5. Then I've got my metallic fibers 10, and bulletproof fibers also 15. Rusted parts 5. I've got my wasted plastic 5, my all-purpose plastic 5. I've got my fireproof plastic 5. I've got my engineering plastic 10. Then I've got my special plastic 15, my standard parts 5, refined parts 5, special parts 10. Then I've got my stardust source. I'm allowed to bring over stardust source. No way, that's only 2 each. That's not too bad, you know. I like that you can bring over stardust source. Then I've got inspirational fragment. I thought I had more than that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Maybe some was bound, some wasn't bound. I'm going to bring it over regardless. Then I've got my thread of dreams. I'm allowed to bring over these stuff from your deviant, which is pretty cool to know. They are 20 each though, so I could take the whole lot, but it's going to just chomp it right down. Moving over to that, I can't take anything. Construction, nothing. My deviations are, I believe, cost 800 each. If I just click on one, yes, they're 800 each. So pick wisely what deviations you want. So like I said, I want a lethal rabbit. I definitely want one of these from the start, so they can get me hide and meat, so I can go ahead with my builds. And I'm going to be going for a burn build, so I'm definitely going to want my pyro dino over here. Anything else that you think is of important, maybe a strange door so I can build somewhere safe for my resonator, that might be cool. My mini wonder so I can do PvP events from the start is a really good idea, I think. You got your grow shrooms, so you can start building plants. I've got my Xeno purifier, my ninja, which is really good for damage output, but I'm not really going to be using melee weapons, so no. I can get my Rebecca, so we can go ahead and have music played. It's completely up to you. Probably not something I need, especially in my territory at the start. So, yet again, pick wisely. These two are a must, and this for PvP is a must. But I'm going to be wanting to have multiple builds, so I'm probably going to want my best polar jelly as well. So I've got a 4-2 polar jelly, I believe. I've got a 5-1 polar jelly. That's going to have my most damage, but it's not going to last the longest. Do I want an electric eel? I could probably get them quite easy just by doing a bit of fishing. I'm probably going to be doing a bit of fishing in this game. So do I pass on electric eel? Do I need the extra power? Probably not. I'm going to want my best lone wolf whisper, because we do know that these are really, really good to have. Beating hard as well for other builds. That's good. So we've got a normal build, we've got our ice builds, and we've got our fire builds there in terms of damage that we're going to need. Do we want a Chefsaurus? I've only got a 2-2, so it's not really that worth it. Beaver I can get pretty easy. A Nutcracker might help with the base defense at the start. Do I want it? Not really. I don't have any insane Digiboys, otherwise I would say bring it over. I could get that one. But they have got growing pains, which is not the greatest. Or I've got the Feeling Blue, for instance, which is pretty good. I could go and bring a Digiboy or Digby Boy right from the get-go. Otherwise, I can just quickly go and farm one at a silver ore that I know is down at the beachfront. Do I want the Atomic Snails? No. I can obviously bring more over in a short period of time. I might actually get that, the Flame Essence, because it can actually help me go ahead and craft stuff a little bit quicker at the start of the game, which can be pretty cool. And I might want to get myself a Shattered Maiden, because I'm going to have an explosive build on this account, obviously, because of you've got your what is it, the Jaws? Is it the Jaws? I believe it's the Jaws. So that might be really good. I've got the Orb Lightning as well. Do I want it? No. A Voodoo Dough is a pretty cool one, especially for hard, because it transfers and mitigates the damage around. Do I want a cat? I don't really know. That might be good, my Orb Lightning, actually, to help with my turrets. I'm going for a lot of deviants here, guys. My skill ratings. Do I want my Mini Fester? I'm probably going to want a Mini Fester as well, for the damage as well. Eesh. I am getting a lot here. Right, okay. So they are my deviants. And then if I look at my pistols, it's a shame I didn't get better deviants in the last server. If I look at weapons, for instance, this, a soccer, I can't actually move it over. I would have to, for instance, if I just quickly remove them and get myself up to over 10,000. You can see here, a weapon cost 11,000 tier 5 to move over, which is absolutely absurd. And you can't even use it straight away because you're not high enough level to use it. You got to even put ammo in it and everything. Otherwise, I would say take a weapon over. But there's honestly no point of taking a weapon over. I mean, I could get a cam crank, which I could use, but I can just craft one. I'm just going to craft one and go punch with the flow. A recurve crossbow, obviously I can craft one, so I don't need that. I've got my wildfire. It's dropped gear. I don't even know why I've got that one. I haven't deconstructed it. But regardless, yeah, I'm not going to be taking over a weapon because it just cost way too much. I want my... Let me get my 40 of these just so I don't forget. And then armor yet again, as we can see. Oh, one sec. It's going to cost you 5,000 for a blue and 5,000 also for a tier 5 max leveled armor as well. So that is all your armors, what they're going to cost. Basically, we've seen the full cost of everything. So if I was to basically put into consideration everything I'm going to be taking over, like I said, I'm going to have my Cortexes. Where are they? They are floating around here somewhere. No, they're in this one here. So I'm going to get my 40 Cortexes, extra bit of Star Source. Actually, I might get rid of that Star Source. The only reason I'm going to get rid of that Star Source is because I want to bring over more blueprints. I know I've got some really good blueprints here, and I want it for my builds. Guys, let me know what you've brung over. Is there any deviants you've brung over? Any weapons you've brung over? That was the full price list of everything. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Obviously, there's certain things that I can't show you. Like I could show you obviously the blue weapons, but I can't show you stuff that I don't own. So hopefully this helped you out with knowing the prices. Like, follow, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.